Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Friday to you all. Hopefully, you are enjoying the start of your summer break. If those of you who are going out on summer break, hopefully you're enjoying that. Those of you who are starting your weekend early, hopefully you have a good weekend. We have a massive release on our hands today with the kids from over at JYP. It is none other than Stray Kids, who have dropped their highly anticipated and already extremely successful in terms of numbers latest era with the title track S-Class, as well as the 5-star full-length album. Very exciting times indeed. Now, just off the rip, the fact that they managed to get over, they cleared that 5 million number for album pre-orders, and I know a chunk of that is down to stores and distributors buying up stock, but still 5+ million pre-ordered albums before even the thing drops is nuts. That is mental numbers. So already congratulations to them. But man, oh man, is this going to be a fun time and a half. I'll be honest, I got into Stray Kids pretty late, but I got into them at a really good phase. This was right before Thunderous is when I really started getting into this group. And man, Thunderous followed up by Maniac was such a good time. Case 143 was not the biggest hit for me. And I know they've been doing a lot of Japanese stuff recently, which is really cool to see. But we have this era and we have this MV to check out. So here we go. I don't listen to any audio teasers or anything like that, so I don't know what this is going to sound like. All I know is I'm ready to see some Stray Kids magic. I'm ready to hear some Stray Kids magic. So here we go. OBS is doing nicely.
여기서 특별시 수많은 기적을 일으켰지 가려진 별들 사이 떠오르는 특별 별난 것들 사이 변함없지 변화하는 거리
What an interesting opening.
거리거리마다 걸리적거리는 거 Clean it up, get back 검은 먼지를 텅텅 빈 깡통 Kick it
Oh, that going back and forth with Han. Okay, so Min flexed the vocals one time. Oh, this surprisingly bright melody. Oh, the filter's there. Okay, hold up. Well, and we're back into this beat again. Holy mid-song genre switch. This chorus is very much like, by textbook definition, almost like an empty drop, but man, is it nasty. Float on the soft vocals, IN. Okay.
We're special, yeah.
Little interlude before the final chorus.
이런 것도 변해줘. 투명하면 분명하게 바꾸고 덮대세요. 눈에 띄는 텐션.
Well, that last like minute to minute and a half went. Okay. Okay, gentlemen. That was a lot. That was a lot indeed. My goodness. Okay. I can dig this. I can vibes with this. It's loud. It's brash. It's aggressive. It's in your face, and it's everything I want from a Stray Kids title track. Oof. Oof. Okay, you know what? There's a whole lot of things I want to talk about. We're gonna go from the beginning through the first verse and the chorus, and then we're just gonna go bridge to the end because that like everything after or starting from and through the bridge to the end of the song was nuts. But I do want to talk about how the song is structured because I think it's actually very cool how they've done this.
여기서 특별시 수많은 기적을 일으켰지 가려진 별들 사이여 오르는 특별
Already, it's an impact statement, right? It's like kind of like what a war chant does for like troops is it really gets the blood pumping right off the get-go. This song, even though it starts with Felix and his little whistle part, it doesn't give you any time to breathe. Because once the song starts, it's gone. It's gone. It's like a runaway train. Once it's past you, you're never catching back up to it. So you need to hop on right in the get-go. And once you get that really like energetic, almost I don't actually know what the right word for it is. I want to say passionate, but that's not the right word I'm trying to think of. But you get my point. It's laced with power, with passion. That type of energy really gets you going. Right off the rip, perfect. You're along for the ride now.
별난 것두성이 변함없지 번화하는 거리
I love how minimal this song starts because you have this really energetic opening with Changbin, and all of a sudden, there's nothing here anymore. And then you get the occasional like punchy beats, like the one singular or the two. Still very minimal verse, and just it's that contrast of going from the highest of highs to like the really low energy points and then back up again. Humans love contrast. We humans love contrast like this, so it's going to get our attention very nicely. And then we go into
거리마다 걸리적거리는 거 clean it up, get back 검은 먼지를 텅텅 빈 깡통 kick it
again, it's the whole contrasting thing. The high rap tone with the low singing tone, get Han with Mr. Christopher motherfucking Bang on coming up with the follow. It's just you can't have time to get stuck on one part of the song because it constantly keeps evolving on top of itself, and it's great. And then again, Sungmin's vocals doesn't need any explanation at this point. But what happens is this melody that this pre-chorus takes, this is a very kind of dramatic song, and the key it's written in is very much reminiscent of that. It's in its minor key, it's very dark. And then all of a sudden, it goes really bright. Not anymore. Interesting that this kind of does fit under the category of the anti-drop, but I don't hate it. I don't like anti-drops all that much. But with this, it's got that constant droning, dirty 808 in the background. It's got a really active beat on top with that vocal top line with the and it's kind of reminding me of this like Flash video game I used to play when I was a kid on like mini clip or something. I can't remember what it is, but it's very much has that kind of like techno kind of Flash video gamey feel for it, and I quite like it. It's giving me nostalgic vibes. And then Hyunjin just starts it with so much venom in his tone. And then IM jumping on matches the beat, matches the feel of it. Also, I did not clock first time through that was Lino coming in with the nasty, sick nasty, but those 3 deep brass synth hits. It's just so cool. I love a brass section in a song. It doesn't really matter what it is, if it's like a lone trumpet or an actual proper brass section, or if it's like brassy synths, or like in this case, the really low brassy synths. Very nice. But I'm loving the energy that this song is bringing. There's, even in like the really smooth vocals, there's really nice amount of vocal power behind it, but once the flow kicks in, oh, it is gross. But we have a mid-song genre switch to talk about. And this one is so strange because you don't see it coming. It just happens. So we go with this massive hip-hop beat all of a sudden. Again, it's a whole series of contrasts. Contrasting Changbin's slower flow with Han just going nuts with the syllable count. And then we're back into this kind of really melodic pre-chorus section again. And it's just, the switch is so quick. But it doesn't really feel like an abrupt cut, if that makes sense. Like, having the little, like, slowing down sound effect after the chorus definitely helps transitioning into the slower beat in that hip-hop second verse. And going back into this, like, full-time pre-chorus here doesn't really feel too out of place for me. I don't know why, because I feel like, in terms of, like, the individual elements that go into this transition, I feel like there should be something that just feels jarring, but there isn't, if that makes sense. That riser definitely helps. But yeah, like, even though it's got the really smooth vocals and things like that, it's still a very powerful vocal section. It's not this really soft, delicate, almost ballady voice. No. The power's still there, even though the vocal is very soft. But where is that bridge? Here we go. Going IM to Baekhyun, and then Seungmin having three very distinct vocal performers singing their kind of signature tone in a way is such a nice set, because they work so well together, but they're all very different and they're all very recognizable. And it's not just vocal line, we get rap section getting their own section as well. And all this is doing, build that energy back up, keep it going. Little cheeky dance break afterwards, that is just, oh, it's industrial, it is crunchy. And then it just winds down the song like that. Damn. But yeah, that's the one word I have for this. Damn. It's, for me, quintessential Stray Kids. It has everything I want from Stray Kids. It's got the experimental factor to it. It's got the energy. It's got the hype behind it. Not in that, like, fans are hyping the song up. This song makes you get really hyped up along with them. The flow's dirty. The vocals are flowing. The choreo is fire as always. And just the whole project is chef's kiss. which also has me excited for the rest of the album. After I get like a thing of water after I'm done recording this album listen. Keep your eyes peeled for that because we're gonna do the entire thing. Well, apart from the title track, and I'm pretty sure I saw Time Out was on this album as well. So we'll do 10 out of the 12 songs on the album, I think. But regardless, that album listen, we'll do it in full later today. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But as for this video, that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I very much enjoyed it. But one last request from me today, let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into this world, whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding a door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street, just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. Know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!